Heyo, Hipper here. So today we're talking about CCs and how they are, focused in game and how that's actually a really bad idea. But first, I'm just gonna go through my build here on my Minotaur, which is an agile radar Minotaur, and that means I have double rudder on the ship, and I pick the radar as my consumable. I also have the epic mod on my gunfire control system here, which means I'll get very nice range as the battle progresses. So 9.9 radar, and I have 3 of them. 2.3 rudder, 38 knots, and doing pretty well here. Approaching 800 battles in the ship here, which is what I want. So here we're getting a bit of an unfortunate spawn here, because it's in the middle and there's no cap on this version of this map here. This is, a map that can have several different caps. So it makes sense to go to the C cap here. There is a carrier over on the B flank, so I'm thinking, yeah, I should probably head over here. They don't have a destroyer, so I can take on the destroyer role over here. And as you can tell, we are getting absolutely swamped and targeted by everyone here. The Yamato decided not to shoot its first salvo at me. That's what I was anticipating, but he decided not to do it. So all I have to do is make it to C. You can see it's already under someone trying to cap it, so we have to make it here, because the rest of the blue team over here, they are looking to go into cover, which means that should they do that, they're going to give away the cap, and they're going to be caught in a really bad situation there behind the island, just sitting ducks really, and just ready to getting torped really. And as you can see, the shells are coming from everywhere, and not just shells, also torpedoes, because there's a destroyer in here, like I said, and also the carrier is hitting me hard. So is it, part of this is because I crossed the map early on and I'm in, a juicy ship, but as the battle goes on, it takes on, the classic, there's the CC, let's kill him approach. Which, I get it, it's fun. I mean, if I see a CZ out there, I tend to, put a little bit more, attention on them than the rest of the players, myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I understand I am sort of a chew toy for the community to have fun with, and I'm okay with that. But I just want to underline that it's usually not the best idea just to focus on just one ship, especially a ship that's not, terribly important at the moment. Sure, me getting this cap is probably not the best, but all these ships here, every single one of them could have been used better somewhere else, that's for sure. So now I'm in cover, I've got the cap, I've sent the DD running, and there's another salvo there, good thing we didn't continue. And under constant fire for the first, 3 minutes of the game here. And we have 15 planes down already, and it's only been 3 minutes, and we're gonna get the medal here in less than a minute because the carry just keeps going. But what I want to underline here again is that this is not a smart play by the red team. Focusing all this effort on one ship, and I realize I'm a radar cruiser, but there's only one destroyer in this battle here, and especially the carrier would be much better off actually going out and looking for our destroyer. He's all the way on the other flank, instead of pushing a Minotaur, which has excellent AA, and I'm not even worried about the carrier. It's just food for me at the moment. And if I can grab this cap here, then I'm gonna put the guys over here on this flank in a much better position, because as you can see, except for this guy here, they are all in a very bad position, except for the Iwami there, sitting behind an island, and not having your guns able to shoot at anyone is a losing play. So I can tell I'm getting unfairly focused here. There's a lot of attention on me, and it doesn't change my objective in this game. My objective is to take this cap on this side and kill off the one destroyer on the red team. That's it. That's all I have to do. And once I've done that, my job here is done, basically. So just keeping an eye on this carrier squadron here, because he's coming in for a torp run, and at the same time you have destroyer torpedoes incoming. So we're going to have to see if we can avoid all of them at once. That's why I was waiting a little bit here. And this is where you'd like to have a good rudder. I mean, choosing between, a Hayate torp or a carrier torp, well, it's an easy choice. You take the carrier torp because it doesn't do a lot of damage. And at least with an agile build, you can choose which ones you want to take. So again, I'm spotted here, and they're shooting at me from all over on the other side of the map. And that's, you know, the same thing. Every time I get spotted, I get shot at. And that's why sometimes it's just very hard to play this game here in a way that anyone normally would when you're a community contributor, because sometimes, probably most of the time, you are getting singled out. And like I said, that's fine. I have no problem with it. But it is a bad choice for the red team in most circumstances. So part 1 of my plan is done here. We've got the cap, and we got it fairly secure now. The shimmer is about 10 kilometers away, and it looks like he's going to make a circle around the island, and then obviously circle back and try again. So that's what I'm going to wait for. It's obvious that I cannot really make any good contribution anywhere else, because I'm just going to get shot out of the water as soon as I get spotted, just like now. So with the carrier, you know, insisting on spotting me and not actually trying to remove our destroyer, it doesn't make any sense, then that's the only real play I can make. And see, I got shot at just by being spotted again. And I realized that the guy in the Yoshino here is the guy called Greenstar, and he always targets me. So it's time to make a retreat here and see if we can ambush the destroyer. Like I said, that's the only thing I want to do in this battle here. I don't really care about anything else, because if I can pull that off, we're going to win the battle. It's very simple, and hopefully I can stay alive long enough to get that destroyer there, because if I do that, that's the only destroyer on the red team, and that should give my team a very nice advantage. You can see the Yoshino out here, and I'm thinking, should I fire or shouldn't I fire? Because I know he's going to shoot back at me, and I'm quite low on hit points here, but I'm just waiting till he's broadside, and then we're going to give it a little shot here. And as soon as he realizes he's getting shot at, he's going to target me, and there we go. But I'm in cover now. So just shoot a little bit at the Iwami as well. We want him to go further away. That's why I don't intend on sinking him. It would be nice to sink him, but that's not going to happen. I just want him to not turn around. That's pretty much it. So obviously there's going to be incoming fire from the Iwami, and there it is. So we're just going to, prepare for that. And it was a very close one. I was a little distracted there because I was just looking at the carrier, because I want to see what's he doing, because I don't want to, break off into a amount of torpedoes coming from him. So that's it. I'm unspotted, and now I just got to set up, or at least the plan was now just to set up an ambush for the destroyer, just wait for him to come, try to take the cap, and then get rid of him. So there's the Yoshino, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to fire, but then I get spotted, and you can see instantly he targets me, and it's very obvious sometimes when you play this game here how much people just want to sink you. And like, you have to take that into account as a CZ, because if you don't, it's going to be a rough ride out there. So I just make it into safety here, and that's all I wanted really. But I got spotted, and that means that the destroyer is close, and I have a radar in 12 seconds. So like I said, that's my plan. I will also say I have an excellent team in this battle here. Actually, a team that takes advantage of how much the red team focuses me, and really, uses that advantage to do well in this battle here. I think everyone on my team gets a kill, actually, or maybe one person doesn't. And we don't have a single player. We don't have a single player below 1000 XP. That's really, really rare. And I don't know if it's just because the Reds have just served themselves up on a platter here, because they're all chasing me, and that gives my team a good, setup, or if it's just like happenstance. I happen to have 8 good players on my team. Who knows? But that's the Hayate. He was spotted for a second there, and we need to kill him, because with that Hayate on the loose, the Reds might actually win. All he has to do is grab the cap, and the Yoshino is fighting a battleship, and the battleship will just have to manage that on his own, because I have more important things to do. And I'm low on hit points. I don't have any more heals left, so I can't take too much HE fire. That's why I would like to wait a little bit longer, but I'm spotted, and I can't really get the Shima. He can get me, and I cannot wait too long here. So we have to remove this guy, and he's broadside, which is excellent, makes it very easy. And again, someone's shooting at me when I'm spotted. So we do get the destroyer, and in my opinion right now, here, that's where we win the battle. And now I'm super focused on the Yoshino, because I know that he's going to go for me. And it looks like he actually managed to destroy the battleship here in the sea cap. So he's obviously target number 1, and I'm too focused on him until he gets luckily taken out by someone else, and a battleship from somewhere finally gets me, because the carrier was spotting me yet again. And we're not that much ahead on points, only about 100 points here, but getting that destroyer out of the game at this point here, that's what saved us really. And no one finished off the carrier, but in the end, it was a nice victory here. And as you'll see on the team screen here, I had an excellent team. Like I said, no one below 1000 XP, and the red team only had 2 guys below 1000 XP, the red team. So pretty good, like surprisingly actually. And so yeah, if you want to target the CCs, you do so at your own peril. So hope you enjoyed it. See you out there.